Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at some low risk strategies to maximize returns on NEAR DeFi. So if you hate money, get the fuck out now. And if you're looking for some more degenerate ways to make money, go check out my last video where we explore meme coin farming. There are still some pretty good opportunities there. Without further ado, let's jump in. For today's strategy, we're going to be focusing on stablecoins, and the two places where there are some juicy incentives now are on borrow finance. So you can see Frax Finance, USDC native and USDT native all have over 30% rewards. If you hover over the percentage, you can see the breakdown. The Base APY, which is only 1.25%, that is the interest that you receive. It is paid out to you in USDC. And that is a difference between what people that borrow USDC pay. They're currently 3.5%. Borrow Cash keeps a cut, and then you get 1.25%. Separate video on one the borrow tokenomics are so interesting to me. And if you look at USDT native, you would get a base APY of 1.98%. And the rest, which is shown as net liquidity APY, is 32%. That is paid out in NEAR. The other place where you want to pay attention is on Ref Finance. The Frax USDC stable pool is paying over 35% paid out in NEAR, and the foursome, the orgy of stablecoins of USDT, USDC, USDTE, and USDCE is paying over 34%. So now that we have established that there are some amazing opportunities out there, let's start teasing out some key concepts. Why is this low risk? Because all you have to do is deposit stablecoins. And normally there would be a difference between a single site deposit like Borrow Cash, where it is only one asset going in and you get some rewards back, and providing liquidity into a farm. Because normally farms would have impermanent loss, namely, depending on how the price of the two assets that you provide move, you may actually lose more money than the rewards that you're receiving. The best example for impermanent loss is, let's say that you put in $100 worth of USDC and $100 worth of NEAR, and the price of NEAR goes to the moon. What that means is that you're basically selling your NEAR very cheaply on the way up, and you may end up with a position on the pool that is now, whatever, $180 USDC and $20 worth of NEAR. But if you had held the NEAR without putting it into the pool, you would probably have like $1,000 or something. However, as you can probably tell, you don't have a risk of impermanent loss in a stablecoin pool because both assets are worth exactly the same. You collect some fees, you get some rewards, and at the end of the day, you have roughly the same amount of coins that are both $1. A dollar is a dollar is a dollar, whatever. So this presents some pretty juicy opportunities. The other concept that is important to tease out here is the net liquidity. So net liquidity on Borrow Cash refers to the difference between the assets that you have deposited and the assets that you have borrowed. This was put in place way back in the day as a way to disincentivize people from looping. Looping is when you put an asset in and then you borrow it, and then you put it back in, and basically you loop the same transaction over and over, mostly just for the purposes of receiving rewards. So this would in theory stop us from putting, say, $1,000 in, and then borrowing $1,000, and then putting it back in and earning twice on the same amount of money. But fear not, because we've got some cheeky ways to get around this. With those key concepts out of the way, let's jump in. That tier 1 of this strategy would involve you just depositing money. This would assume that you have some stable coins just sitting on your wallet. All you have to do is shove them in and you can start getting some juicy rewards. But if you are like me, you like to have some exposure to the good side. You know, I've got some NEAR, I've got it staked. Staking right now returns about 8 to 10%. Depending on the validator. But level 2 big brain would be to stake your NEAR with a liquid staking provider. In this case, I like Metapool, which is ST-NEAR. What liquid staking does is you're able to deposit your NEAR and your NEAR goes into the validators. You still get your staking rewards, but you also receive a token back, in this case ST-NEAR, and you can deposit that ST-NEAR token elsewhere. So what I do is I deposit ST-NEAR into borrow cash, and then I borrow stablecoins. At the moment, the borrow rates are super low, 3.5%. That is crazy. So the first way to do this, if you want to keep it all within borrow cash, would be you borrow stablecoins using NEAR as collateral, and you then transfer the stablecoin to a separate wallet and then deposit on the separate wallet. Remember, we have to do this because if we deposit the USDC on our same account, it's not going to give us any rewards because of the net liquidity, or it may give us very little. So you would want to borrow at 3.5%, transfer to a new wallet, and then you're going to be getting 34%. So that is a pretty nice gap there. And in this setup, the reason why it is low risk is because you always have the assets available to pay back. You would have to be monitoring that if the price of NEAR goes down, you maintain a good health factor. If your health factor drops below 100, you're going to get liquidated, which is something that happens to me quite often. So maybe, I should do as I say, not as I do. So if you see that the price of NEAR is going down, all you have to do is go to your other wallet, withdraw the USDC, and then you pay it back. Things get dangerous when you borrow money, you buy some shitcoins, and then the shitcoins are worthless, and you don't have the money to pay it back. But in this case, all we're doing is shuffling assets around. The second option would be to borrow money from borrow cash, in this case USDC, but you can also get USDT for 4.40%. This is a dream, getting money so cheap. And then you deposit the assets into Ref Finance. What I've been doing over the last few days is basically comparing which one of the two offers the highest yield and shuffle things around. For a while, the stable pools on Ref were giving some better returns. Now they're very much the same. Maybe we'll just do a step by step here. So I'll borrow. So we've got a Ref Finance available to borrow 269. Spicy number. I'm going to borrow 100 USDC. Approve transaction. You can see the assets are now available. So now go to Ref Finance. I want to put money into the Frax USDC pool. It is slightly higher. So I'm going to click here. First, I got to add assets to the pool. So on the top right here, we can click. It will take us to the pool. I'll add max assets available, and it will automatically split it for me. Alternatively, you can also do the swap manually. You would swap whatever half USDC into Frax. But Ref does give us the option to do it automatically. So add liquidity, approve transaction. And now that I've added 100 new shares into the pool, I go back into the farm. I'll refresh, where it is now showing that I've got 100 available. I click stake, maximum, sign transaction. And there we go, all done. If you go back to your farms, I'll filter by the farms that I'm currently in. You will automatically be earning those juicy dollar rewards. And then to claim the two-step process, first click the claim button. I've accumulated 12 cents here. And then all rewards will accumulate up here. You just click all, withdraw, and enjoy the wealth. And to reiterate, this is only a low-risk strategy if you actually monitor the price of your collateral and how much you owe. In this case, some would argue that my health factor is getting very low. I don't know where the market is going to go. Maybe to be able to sleep at night, I would go back into Ref Finance, basically reverse the process. First, I would have to unstake, then withdraw some shares from the pool. I may have to convert back into USDC if it gives me both Frax and USDC, and then repay back into USDC. In the meantime, what I like to do, because I'm more on the degenerate end, is as I collect the rewards, I convert all the NEAR into ST-NEAR and keep adding as collateral here. Depending on your risk profile and what you may be interested in doing, you may want to start paying off your USDC loan by selling the NEAR or turning the NEAR into meme coins and increasing your exposure and your risk elsewhere. That part is entirely up to you. Awesome, friends. Well, that is it for me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you make some moolah. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any other strategies for earning some juicy rewards. And remember to like and subscribe. There will be more videos coming soon. Wink, wink. Bye.